All right, let's get this show started!
A few days ahead of his title fight at UFC 313, Alex Pereira ran into Daniel Cormier, leading to a fun wrestling exchange between the two where Poatan showed that he can actually wrestle.
Come on, show me. Come on.
No. Back.
Oh, you ready? Okay. Stop! Stop! This guy's strong, man. Let me help.
Ilia Topuria's manager Malki KAWA revealed some intriguing details about the negotiations for a potential super fight with Islam Makhachev. During an appearance on the Ariel Helwani show, KAWA blamed Team Makhachev for stalling the fight. He also made it clear that if Ilia isn't granted an immediate title shot at 155, he has no intention of vacating his featherweight belt.
Is it up to Islam at this point? Like, meaning, does the UFC agree with him fighting for the belt in his first fight at 155 now?
I mean, look, let me ask you this question. You've known me now for 20, I've been in this for 20 years, right?
Yeah.
Do you really think that we make moves without like trying to like, you know me,
Yeah.
I'm trying to like be ahead of it when it's time to do something, and you know, we don't just jump from here to there without like having the conversations and certain things. So, no one told us that we couldn't fight for the title.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, no one has said that you're not fighting for the title. So, you know, that I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there out of respect to everybody else on the other side and what they're trying to do or not do. You know what I mean? But nothing has been said. No one's told me, no, this is not happening. Let me just put it to you like that.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay?
Well, I said there's. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
There's no chance Ilia Topuria is vacating his belt without a title fight in his next fight.
Well, I don't know if it even makes sense for them as a promotion to allow him to fight anybody else when he's a champion. And if we're being honest, this is probably the biggest fight you can make right now outside of Bones versus Aspinall. So I don't know if there's another fight out there that's bigger than this fight, unless there's something that I'm not, aware of. Errol, you'd know better than me. You know what I'm saying? But this is the biggest fight you can make. And then, I think here's what the fear is for a lot of people is that what if he does beat Islam, right? Then you're talking about this is the biggest star in the sport at that point in a long time. You know what I mean? In a long time. And I don't mean like any of these other guys aren't stars, but I'm talking about this guy then will start to reach that stratosphere that Conor got to, especially if he wins by KO. Because this guy's got that Mike Tyson-esque thing to him, and if he continues to fight this way, I just don't know how we're not looking at, the same type of thing as Conor McGregor.
Robert Whittaker and Colby Covington recently shared their predictions for the Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev fight. Whittaker joined Covington on his YouTube channel, where both fighters picked Pereira to defeat Ankalaev this Saturday night at UFC 313.
And then the main event, we got Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. Who you got, champ?
Mate, if it's so hard to pick, because either Pereira knocks him out or he gets held down for 5 rounds and loses. So I'm gonna go Pereira, just because I don't know. I think every fight, every round starts on their feet, and Pereira hits so hard, and I'm sure he's done stuff to try and counter some form of wrestling.
Yeah.
Like straight line kicks or something, right?
Yeah. And he was talking earlier on the Ultimate Fighter said about his calf kicks. He has very good calf kicks.
Oh, mate.
He doesn't show them, he just snaps them and they're there. So I'm gonna go Alex Pereira too. I think it's gonna be a good fight.
Justin Gaethje has some harsh words for Michael Chandler. Recently, Chandler faced heavy criticism from Dustin Poirier, who accused him of cheating during their fight. Now Chandler is once again under fire, this time from his former opponent Gaethje, who weighed in on the recent controversy surrounding eye pokes in MMA while taking shots at Chandler.
I got poked in the eye versus Max twice. I'll never tell you that I lost that fight because of that. I just think that's not the mindset that you can have. I think if we were skilled enough to poke someone in the eye, we'd be skilled enough to punch him in the chin. It's just a crazy circumstance that happens. We fight in open finger gloves. There's no preventing eye pokes in here at the end of the day. I think it's blatant fouls. Him a lot of the Michael Chandler shit, pretty much everything he does, immediate point taken away. smoking people in the back of the head. There's things that you can do on purpose, and then there's eye pokes. Like I said, it's almost impossible to purposely poke someone in the eye. That's a very small target, and we're trying to hit each other in the head, and a lot of the times that's hard to do. So.
Magomed Ankalaev has responded to Alex Pereira's accusations of not fasting during Ramadan. When the fight was announced in January, the timing was considered curious given that it fell during the Islamic holy month of Ramadan, in which Muslims are required to fast, abstaining from food and drink, from dawn to sunset on each of the 30 days as a way to practice self-restraint. Now, during Wednesday's media day for UFC 313, the Russian surprisingly admitted that he's not strictly following Ramadan's fasting during UFC 313 with Fight Week.
Pereira today went on record saying that he saw in the hotel that there was food delivered for you to eat, which means that you do not fast, as you said, that you're not going according to what Ramadan is supposed to be. So what can you say about that?
Wa alaikum assalam.
No. Yeah, I mean, he's obviously really worried about me and what I'm doing, and he seems to be nervous, so he's following all these things. And I mean, what can I say? I'll tell you again, I had to break the fast a couple times because there's something that I need to do in order to make the weight and in order to be prepared. So he seems to be way too concerned with that. I mean, even if he goes to a fridge right now and he opens the food and he'll see that there's food with my name on it, the UFC food that was given to me. If he wants, he can take it.
On Wednesday, UFC boss Dana White announced he is launching a boxing league with Turki Al-Sheikh. The news came just weeks after boxing's best heavyweight OLEKSANDR Usyk called out Alex Pereira for a retirement show fight. Speaking during Wednesday's UFC 313 media day, Pereira reacted to the big news and said he's open to a crossover fight with Usyk. Poatan even shared a potential date and location for this fight.
It was announced Dana White is getting into the boxing business. Does a fight with Alexander Usyk become more real?
Dana White anunciou hoje que está abrindo boxe aí, né? A luta com o Alexander Usyk para você é alguma coisa que está se tornando cada vez mais real, uma coisa que você quer?
Não, com certeza. Quando eu vi o anúncio ali, eu já pulei de alegria. Quem sabe aí em setembro, Saudi Arábia.
Absolutely, man. I was hyped. I was happy when I heard the news. Who knows? September, Saudi Arabia.
Alex, right here, brother. Chama.
During a recent appearance on the Pat McAfee show, Dana White was asked about Pereira versus Usyk and other crossover boxing matches coming to fruition. The UFC CEO quickly shut it down, saying that there will be no crossover fights between UFC fighters and boxers in the new TKO boxing league.
Yeah, Dana, do you foresee any of your UFC guys wanting to get in the boxing ring now with this relationship? And in the future, will you guys have any events where there will be an octagon next to a boxing ring and we could see this all come together?
Oh.
No, never. I'm sure there are guys that want to box, but I literally don't want to see any of that. We'll keep the boxers in the boxing and the MMA guys in the MMA, but
Dana also appeared on the Jim Rome show where he revealed that the plan is to make John Jones versus Tom Aspinall this summer with Alex Pereira fighting the winner.
You mentioned John Jones. Is he going to fight this summer? Is that the plan?
Yeah, the plan is to fight John this summer. Obviously, when, where, and all that stuff is being determined. And yeah, it's my goal this year is to make that fight.
Your goal is to make which fight, though? Tom Aspinall or somebody else?
Aspinall. The Pereira fight is this weekend. This guy wants to move up to heavyweight and fight at heavyweight too.
If Alex wins, could he move up and fight Jones?
He wants to. Well, I'll have to. Let's see how this fight plays out. The fight that everybody wants to see right now is Jones and Aspinall. And then there's no doubt that Pereira could fight the winner.
Here are the top 3 memes found on the internet. Number 3 meme was posted by Fight Riddle.
Send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
The number 2 meme was posted by As Untapped MMA. Number 1 meme was posted by Fab MMA. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest MMA news.